History has officially been made. For what may be the first time, fans have actually forced a podcast host to quit his own show. Cue up another one bites the dust. Now, sometimes this podcast, entertainment, and content creator space gets genuinely treacherous, especially when intimate details about your personal life start surfacing publicly. If you are going to be a front-facing media personality, a podcaster, a comedian, or a radio host, you better make sure your home life is clean. Because if it isn't, people are going to find it, and they're going to make sure everyone sees it. That's exactly what happened to Akaash toward the end of last year. The fans of his podcast, Flagrant, dug up a series of clips of his wife essentially humiliating him publicly. They found footage of her complimenting one of his friend's husbands, saying she would actually engage in group activity with them and making comments about his physical attributes. There were also clips of her alluding to things that allegedly happened at certain parties back in college.
He is?
Oh, I know this. Go.
Tax day?
No.
It's Akaash's birthday.
And I feel it because she's being nice to me all day. And by like 10 p.m., I can feel her getting just like, I'm so ready for this to be over.
Okay, May the 4th is Akaash's birthday. And
May the 4th be with you.
Yes.
Yeah, and every year I dread it because I have to be nice the whole day. And I have to get him something. And I have to also be nice and do like acts of kindness.
She said that twice.
You can have a roster of frat boys.
But
What does a roster mean?
so it didn't actually translate to a roster. It just meant like 2 guys I was talking to and flirting with at the same time. That's it.
Could not tell me nothing, and I had a roster of guys that I would rotate through. So it's like,
And when you say hooking up, I think people
When
think you
I
meant
mean hooking
fucking.
up, I just meant making out. Again, like everything I say is so amplified and hyperbolic because it's so like incongruous to who I actually am as a person.
And keep in mind, Akaash was a virgin when they got together. He had also claimed that she was a virgin as well.
is weird about periods. That's a red flag. Break up with him immediately, no pun intended, because when I was in college, I dated this guy. You know, he didn't want to fool around when I was on like the heaviest days of my period. Okay, totally understandable, I get that. And I was like, oh great, good news, my period ended, like we can like have fun tonight, blah blah. And he was going down on me. Like, wouldn't you know it, I was still spotting. And also, if you're like poking around down there, like more blood can sometimes come out even if your period is over. And I swear to God, like I thought my period was done. He like looked at me with so much disgust, and I'll never forget that moment. Like I felt so ashamed and so dirty, and like he was like, how could you do this to me, and all this stuff. Ruined the night and like whatever. And he was my boyfriend at the time. I was just like so depressed. I went home and like I called my sister and I was like, I have to tell you something, like this happened to me. And she literally was like, so? And I was like, what do you mean? She was like, Jessie, that's so normal. Like, yeah, sometimes you spot. Like, why would he make it such a big deal and like punish you for it? And I didn't realize that at the time, but being with my now husband, it's so different because he has never once shamed me for spotting, or like maybe if we are fooling around and then like a little bit of blood gets somewhere, he's not like, ew, whatever. He's just like, oh, I'll wash the sheets. I got it. Like, he's so fucking sweet. I'll just give him a heads up like, oh, my period's actually like really heavy today. And he's like, okay, no worries. But then if I'm like, oh, I'm actually still spotting, he's like, I don't care. And look, I'm not saying everyone has to be comfortable with the same things, but I feel like there is a pattern of guys that aren't comfortable with guys that also kind of suck. So I don't know, let that be your sign. Any guys that are still grossed out about period stuff, like, you're fucking annoying.
After this went viral, absolutely everyone in the media world was talking about it. Red pill commentators, blue pill commentators. It felt like every corner of the internet had something to say about Akaash. Back in December, Andrew Schultz decided to do a little damage control. They actually brought Akaash's wife onto the podcast to address all the claims directly. But the fans were not having it at all. They called out the show for trying to cover for Akaash. And if you go watch that episode, His wife went on and claimed everything was jokes. It was all just entertainment and content. The fans weren't buying that for a second. The comment sections on every single Flagrant episode got flooded with jokes and comments about Akaash. It became relentless. Fast forward to January, Akaash takes a break and goes on tour. 3 or 4 months go by, and he never comes back to the podcast. Fans start getting suspicious, asking questions about where he's been. And then it was confirmed. Akaash officially quit Flagrant. Andrew Schultz announced that Akaash had left the podcast for good.
Akaash, he really went through it earlier this year, showed amazing resilience and, selling out Radio City recently, setting records in Toronto, just crushing stand-up around the globe, and literally just like living the dreams that he would tell me about at 2 a.m. when we're eating fucking egg sandwiches at Veselka. So it's been amazing to see, but the experience has put things in perspective for him. And he has made the decision to focus all of his energy on stand-up. He is going to be stepping away from the pod. It is bittersweet. We wish that he did not want to do that. But at the same time, it's very hard not to root for your friend, literally living his dreams. And if he feels he's got to give everything to that, then that's exactly what he's got to do. And we're going to rock with him. We hope you guys continue to rock with him. Go check out the show. We saw the show Radio City. It's phenomenal. You guys should absolutely go check it out. AkaashSingh.com. for tickets. So we just wanted to, clear the air. Akaash hasn't been on the pod for a while. We thought it was time that we, talk to you guys about it.
Yeah, I guess now for Indian representation on the podcast.
It's got to be.
We all know why he left. He couldn't handle the constant jokes from the fans. Some of them were being genuinely disrespectful toward him and his wife, and ultimately, he chose to protect his marriage over the platform. The fans essentially bullied him off his own podcast. And there is something a little ironic about a comedian who makes a living getting on stage and joking about other people's insecurities. But when it comes to his own personal life, he can't take the heat. That's actually true for a lot of comedians. They can dish it, but they struggle when it gets turned back on them. Now, if I were in Akaash's position, first of all, my wife would never put me out there like that publicly. And secondly, I would have told her to shut down whatever she had going on before I walked away from my own show. Unless his wife was bringing in at least triple what Flagrant was paying him, there was no logical reason to step away. Yes, it made him look like a hypocrite. Yes, the jokes were embarrassing, but internet moments don't last forever. If he had come back to the podcast, the fans would have clowned him and his marriage for a few months and then moved on to the next thing. Only he and his wife know the real truth about what goes on in their relationship. But if you genuinely believed it was all jokes and there was no real disrespect done, why are you walking away from money, business opportunities, and a platform that was directly feeding your stand-up career? Half the fans filling those venues found out about his shows through the podcast. That tells me there may be more to this story. Possibly a deteriorating relationship with Andrew Schultz that had nothing to do with the wife situation. That's got to be part of why he never came back. But drop your thoughts in the comments. Are you surprised Akaash left Flagrant? Do you think he could have made a comeback? Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you later.